Hey guys, so I am really frustrated. I put in my resignation at work today and it did not go the way that I was hoping it would. So I gave my 2 weeks notice, which I feel like is standard at any employer. My boss, I actually put it in last night, and my boss today basically gave me a rebuttal saying that she basically did not accept that. She said that because I have a certification, I have to give 28 days notice instead of just the normal 2 weeks, which I think is bullshit. She said that I could leave prior to that because I had given like my last day and all of that. And she said if I left prior to November 7th, mind you, today is October 1st, she told me if I leave prior to November 7th, that I would be non-rehirable at any point in time with the hospital, which I don't like the thought of being non-rehirable anywhere, considering everything that I have done for this hospital, everything that I have helped with, all of the extra hours that I have picked up, all of the times that I've stayed late to cover somebody else or come in at the last minute to cover somebody's call off on the weekends. It really frustrates me. So basically I felt like she was trying to guilt trip me in some way. And she was asking me, like, is there anything that we can do to keep you around? And is there, like, will you stay as a call-in person? So like a per diem, like I was when I switched from the clinic to the sleep center. And, like I let her know, like, I am moving out of town. So it's, I can't really stay. I'm not going to drive over an hour and a half to get to work every day. It's just not feasible, and I'm not going to do that, especially in the wintertime. I don't like driving in the winter as it is, so I'm not going to do that. So I left work today feeling really defeated. For one, I was exhausted because I felt like I wasn't getting the help that I needed from my coworkers today. And then I had a coworker who was pissed off at me because I told them, that I gave my notice. It has not been announced to the rest of my coworkers yet, but it will be on Friday. So today is Tuesday. And my boss is going to announce it at our staff meeting, our monthly staff meeting on Friday. I just feel really defeated at this point because, like I said, after everything that I have done for this hospital and this clinic and my boss, I just feel like I'm getting put through all of this bullshit. And I've never heard of a place requiring you, because you have a certification, to give 28 days notice. And then, like I said, mind you, look at the dates. So today, like I said, is October 1st. She told me that I would have to stay until November 7th. And in my notice, I had given her exactly 2 weeks based on the calendar. So obviously that wasn't good enough. And, I've never had somebody before just not accept my resignation. And, like, I get it. She wants someone to stay who is constantly picking up hours for her, constantly covering shifts at the last minute, because I do that. I do that quite often. The amount of times that I've told her yes is 1,000,000% more than the amount of times that I've told her no to covering an extra shift. Even if, like, she offers me 2 days, I will at least take one of them. So, like I said, I'm a good worker. I'm a hard worker. I do a lot of things for this hospital and this clinic. And, like, I'm just really frustrated because that's over a month. Like, if today's October 1st and you're telling me I have to stay until November 7th, that's over a month. And I just had my job interview yesterday for the other position that I had told you guys about. And, like, if they offer me a position, you're telling me I have to stay here until November 7th. to me that seems ridiculous, and I don't know if that's just company policy. Like, I feel like I want to go through and look at all of the company policy, because nowhere did I see that. I did not sign a contract stating this information when I was hired at the hospital. I am also a union employee, so I don't know if it's worth like reaching out to a union rep or something like that. I really don't know if that would be more trouble than it's worth. But I'm also like concerned, if I leave prior to November 7th, like, being non-rehirable, does that mean that she's going to give me a negative reference, like if I am applying for jobs in the future? Because obviously, like, I'm going to be working in healthcare regardless. And so I would need to put down my previous employment, and obviously the hospital is previous employment if I'm moving out of town. Like, all of this is stressing me out. I've been stressing out about this all day, and like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, the stress levels that I'm having cannot be healthy. And like, I went into this knowing that this is what was going to happen. Not that she was going to have this type of a response, but I mean, like, knowing that I was going to give my notice and being told that a 2-week notice is not good enough. Like, I could have just left without any notice at all. And to tell me that because I'm a certified medical assistant, that like, you need me to stay for over a month. Something just doesn't seem right to me. So regardless, I did put my notice in. Regardless, it is happening. And I guess if I have to stay at the hospital until November 7th to be able to be rehirable and to be able to get a good reference, like, I guess that's what I'll have to do. I'm just really stressed out, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, I'm at my wit's end, and I just feel like I'm being treated unfairly, and I don't like it. And so I guess I just wanted to vent to you guys, but also to ask you if you guys have ever heard of a company like not accepting a 2-week notice and forcing you to stay for over a month, or forcing you to give like a 28-day notice because you have a certification. I've never heard that before. And I really am going to go and look through company policies and see what they say, because I'm very curious if that's actually a company policy or not. So anyways, that's it for today's video. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one.